New Zealand, there's a team, national team just with Maori, you know, and they've got their own haka, so maybe you'd like to see another different haka and prepare the user, maybe you'd like to see it.
How much people pay in New Zealand to see our match?
Not 100% surely, but I think it's around, if I put it into euros, maybe 20 euros. 20 euros. But for a test match with the All Blacks, it's more expensive. I suppose it depends where you sit. But with the All Blacks, maybe, yeah, maybe 30, 40 euro.
Professionals, do players get paid as well as European soccer players?
Oh shit, no. No way. What would be here if they did? I'd be in the Bahamas or something. No, not so much. They get paid a good, like, probably be, depending on the player, but not in the millions. Maybe some of the top players would be, well, maybe 1 or 2 million a year, but most of the players would be, provincial players. Say for the All Blacks would be anywhere from maybe 200,000 euro, 300,000 euro, something like that. So nothing like the soccer players are getting, but it's still good money.
What do they do after their professional life ends, their professional career ends?
Yeah, well, because rugby's been such it's just really begun. Professional rugby, it's quite a new thing. So I think they do put a little bit of work into educating or working on after what you do after rugby, because it's not an easy step when you're playing. For me, I went straight from school into playing professional rugby. I had no real chance to learn any other trades, so all I've ever known was rugby. It's not an easy step. I think you learn a lot through playing rugby, and you can use that to do. But a lot of the players, I think, some of them go back into the game, some of them make their own businesses or whatever.
Some of our farmers like Jeff Wilson, I think. This is when the All Blacks, received their World Cup this year, last year, 2011. When they won the World Cup in 2011, and that's the moment they got the trophy. That's it. And it's a pity that Norm wasn't there because he had retired. But you used to play with some of these players, didn't you?
Yes.
Richie and. More questions for Norm?
What values did you learn as a rugby player? What values did you learn?
Values. I suppose values. One of the things, I learned a lot of things, but obviously making a commitment to a team, and really putting things in there. But all sorts of things, like the provincial team that I played for as well was I think it's the best provincial team in the world as well, and international. And we really prided ourselves on working hard, a lot of respecting each other, and being honest, and I can name a lot of things. But I think that was the thing that really made us successful, is that we really respected each other and really cared for each other, and that really showed when we started to play the game. So it was like growing up with these guys. Like I said, I was 20. You get to learn a lot. You get to learn a lot about yourself. You get to learn a lot about others and how to work with others, and how you tick, especially under adversity. So I learned a lot through rugby. I think it's a great opportunity to learn a lot of things, because it's an intense. When you're actually playing rugby, it's like it's like all your senses come alive. It's like a real test, you know. And so if you look at it, like, and before the game you're nervous, and during the game it's game time, and afterwards, how are you with yourself afterwards? You know, do you beat yourself up? Are you angry? You know, so you get a good chance of learning a lot of things. And how are you in the game? How can I get better? And rugby's about getting better all the time. Getting better. Well, how can I get better? And so, like I said, I came out a different person. It's a natural thing when you grow, I suppose. For me, I learned a lot through the physical sport.
They say it's a sport of butchers, or you know, of rascals, of very, you know, like, it looks like uneducated people, you know, playing this sport, but it's really noble spirit in the game, so that, you know, nobody tries to hurt other people intentionally, supposedly.
I try and hit the ref's feelings all the time.
Okay.
On the sideline. No, you're right. It's known as the gentleman's sport. I think in England was the private schools play rugby, but in New Zealand it's not so much. But yeah, I think, I don't know much about football, but it seems like it's pretty like everybody is yelling at the referee and fighting or whatever, and I think that rugby they has some respect for the authorities, you know, or for each other. You know.
Questions? Look at this, you know. Norm has been one of the great warriors of New Zealand rugby. All Blacks coach Graham Henry said. Graham Henry is the coach of the, you know, who won the last year's World Cup. Okay, he's played with a lot of heart and a lot of courage. He's shown enormous respect for the All Black jersey. Maxwell played 36 tests for the All Blacks between 1999 and 2004. He's a favourite amongst the rugby media for his straight talking and good humour. We could see that now, couldn't you? Anything else? Any questions? Is that fine? Nothing else?
I've got a question for you guys. Did anyone understand me at all? Mostly, or yes and no? Eh? Mostly? So you guys' English is pretty good, eh? If you understood what I was saying, you guys are on the right track. You've done a good job. Someone's done a good job teaching you English, eh? You're improving your English. I've had it a few times actually when I've talked to some Americans, or you know, I've had a few times where I've been speaking with them and they go, sorry, we speak English.